So we're going to be playing top ladder games with Lumberloon Freeze and commentating as well. So we're top 7,500 now, and we're going to try and push top 5k or top 4k, wherever, like around 2,000. And we have been winning a lot. So we're going to go into the first game here and wish the best of luck. Okay, so we're going to go into the first matchup, and we're just waiting for Supercell to give us a matchup. So this guy's actually pretty good too. He has a top 600 ladder finish, and then he has a good GT badge, and then he also has a CRL badge like me. So we're waiting for him to make the first play here, because you never want to make the first play in this deck. So we're just waiting here, and he has Cannoneer, so this is going to be a little bit harder than the standard matchup. And he's playing RG, so I'm thinking this is going to be a good matchup, because RG isn't really that hard of a matchup for most Lumberloon players. So I just go for the Lumberjack here. I'm going to see what he does for it. And then he goes Skeletons. I have to save my Inferno Dragon because it's really the only source of killing that RG. So then I go for the Knight. And then I know he's going to Fisherman, so I go with the Knight, the Bridge. So for it to tank for the Balloon. And then Balloon should get a hit here. And it gets that hit, so that's good. And then the Death Bomb is going to splash onto the tower and the Wizard. I was going to consider doing something on the Wizard, but then I just realized I have to stack the damage, because my Elixir advantage would be so much higher than it would normally be if I were to play something on that Wizard, obviously. So, since I know I'm really up on Elixir, I decided to go for a blow to the back. He goes for a Ghost to Bridge, so then I just get a free King Tower activation, no hits on the tower either. He goes a Royal Giant to Bridge Evolve, so he's definitely going to E-Spirit probably, or he just lets it go. So my Inferno Dragon is just casually gonna get hits on the tower, so I skipped the 2 times Elixir because I didn't want to bore you guys with the gameplay. And nothing really happened until 2 times Elixir. I tried to go for 1 Lumberloon push, but it didn't really work, so now we're just skipping the boring parts and going right into the action here. So he goes Royal Giant the back. I decided to use my GT emote just to flex on this guy, because he was really being annoying, and I predicted him with the Bolt of the back, knowing he would go RG that same lane. He goes a Ghost to back. I decided to go for a Lumberjack, and with all this stuff down on the map, I can actually go for some really good split lane pressure here. And he goes for the Wizard too, which is very interesting. So I go Bowler and the Wizard to take care of the Wizard and the Ghost. And then I can go Knight here, and then I go for a really late Balloon because I have no Elixir. But then I hit him with the old trick in the book by going Inferno Dragon Freeze. And then he goes down the E-Spirit, but even there, the Freeze is still going to do a lot of damage, probably take his tower, so he's forced to Void. Going Lumberjack down here. And then the Lumberjack just completely takes out everything. So we Tornado the iDrag back, and then the 1 HP iDrag gets value on the Fisherman as well. So that then I'm wondering what should I do here, but then he just goes to Bridge. So then I go for a Knight on it. And then my Knight takes it out easily, and then I go Lumberloon, but since I don't have my Lumberjack in cycle, I place the Balloon further back, and then he goes for RG, so he goes for a Void, which is going to not get full hits on the Balloon, so Balloon gets a hit here. I was considering freezing that, but then I thought it would be too late, and I would mistime the freeze, so I would have lost the game. So now I just have to get some sort of damage. Maybe I was thinking of freeze NATO cycling his tower, but that would put me so down, and I need my freeze and NATOs for his RG. So I was just considering, getting another Lumberloon push down on the map, so at least the Death Bomb can connect. So the Fisherman is distracted on my Knight, was distracted on my Lumberjack, and then my Knight got value, so the RG really only got 1 hit there. That's still really bad though, and then he goes for another RG to Bridge, and I'm like, how am I going to defend this? So I just NATO back, and he misses the Void. This is strange coming from a top player. So seeing that Void was like, wow, okay, so I have to go for the Lumberloon here. He misses the, he misses the Void, and then I just go for the Tornado Freeze on the RG, and I end up winning because I just take the tower before the RG gets a shot off, so good game to that guy. So we won our first game pretty well, and now we're going to immediately go into another game. That guy was actually really good too. And he has a really good top 600 finish, 2,700 with it, and then he had a good legacy vest too. So we're hopping in another one, and we're going against AG Russie here, and this is our game to 2K medals, by the way. So it's whoever wins this gets 2k medals. So then, as you know, we're not playing first. He's gonna go for another Royal Ghost. I'm thinking, no way, it's another RG matchup. There's no way. But then I'm like, oh, hey, he's running Princess Tower. So maybe he's just running something like Royal Hawks or Pekka Bridge Spam. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, he is playing Pekka Bridge Spam. So then I'm crying on this guy because, what's it called? Pekka Bridge Spam, the new version at least, is a really, really, really bad hard counter towards Lumberloon. They have the Void, they have the Ram Rider, they have the Evo Wizard, and they have the Evo Zap just in case none of that happened. So the new Pekka Bridge Spam variant is really, really bad against Lumberloon, so I keep my eye drag alive, and then he kills it, but the Wizard does get value on the Pekka. So then either way, I'm fine, and I just go Boulder on his Battle Ram, so that kills it. My Boulder doesn't get the best interaction with the Battle Ram, but everything's fine. I was considering ignoring that Ghost, but I just realized how Pekka players are, and I cannot take damage. So I'm thinking of Tornadoing on offense to get maybe some Boulder chip, but that'd be super down on Elixir, and plus his Goblin Demolisher is way too far off. So I just let the Knight kill it, and I really don't even have to do anything here. He did spend a cheap counter for 2 of my cards, but at the same time, I don't have to play anything. So we're just both waiting. I just go for a lumberloon here because I really don't think, just testing his air counters. And then he has Phoenix, so I'm like, okay, this isn't the complete terrible version. Like, this isn't the worst version to play against because there is that one with Ram Rider, Void, Evo Wizard, Evo Zap. Because there's that version is really, really, really terrible against Lumberloon. Like, it just demolishes Lumberloon really terribly. And then, so I'm just happy I'm not playing against that version because I have played against it in the past and I've gotten absolutely steamrolled. But now that we're doing this version, now that we're playing this version, I'm against Pekka Bridge Spam, like this Pekka Bridge Spam variant, I'm really happy because it doesn't mean I'll get completely steamrolled, but I will try and win here because I know I have a chance and it's way better than the other variant. So I just go Lumberjack, Boulder the Bridge here. And then I know his only air counter from what I've seen are Void and Phoenix. So I'm waiting for the Phoenix, and then I get the freeze down on the map. So my Boulder goes for the Goblin Demolisher, and my Balloon is on the tower. Wait, that's gonna be tower down, considering that gets, oh yeah, that's enough. Even with the Demolisher exploding all over it, that's still gonna get a hit. So the Wizard's gonna go in the corner of the map. And then I actually think he hits his Void here because usually the Void gets that slim corner and it always hits it. But somehow he misses it. So we both make a mistake here. He misses the Void and I think he actually hit it. So then I play a Knight into the Void. So a slight mistake by both of us. But either way, my Lumberjack, and my Boulder take care of the other push. And even if he were to go something the bridge and magically take my tower, I win this game here because of all the pressure on his other tower. So yeah, that's a W game against Pekka Bridge Spam. And yeah, I just use my GT emote because I'm happy that I won the game and to flex on this guy a bit. So then we're out, and then we're at 2k medals, and where did that put us in the world? We're 5,500, kind of disappointing. I'm gonna play one more game to get to top 5,000 and then push later on. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So I play this game later, but I still play it the same day as the 2 previous games. So I'm going into this game, and this guy, I don't know what he's playing, so he doesn't have any badges on his profile either except the 20-win challenge. So, and he has a spectator, so I'm just gonna play casual. I don't really know what he's playing. I'm just gonna not do anything on those skeletons. And then he goes Princess to Bridge. So then this has to be some form of log bait, probably. So I'm just waiting here with all my cards. But then he goes Drill. Princess with Drill. I haven't seen that deck in a while since the Void was nerfed, because before the Void was nerfed, there was this little Prince Drill Princess deck that was taking over the entire meta. So then I'm doing the Hip Hip Hooray because he has Poison, and Poison is really, really bad against this deck because of how versatile it is on all my troops. Like, it can just kill, like, it can leave the Wizard 1 HP. It'll, dim down all the other troops to 1 HP as well. So all they just need is either another Poison or just a couple of defensive troops to take care of it. So then I go Lumberloon to test him, and then he just goes for a Tesla. So then I'm seeing that this is not a great... So I'm going to skip up here because nothing really entertaining happens. Didn't place anything in those 10 seconds. Literally nothing happened. So I'm just getting to the part where he's cycling drills on me, and I'm trying to build up a push here or just wait till 2 times Elixir for something entertaining to happen. So he goes Princess to back. I know he's going to kill that Bowler to protect it with another troop. So I go for the Inferno Dragon to kill the Princess and hopefully kill the troop. So there's the Mighty Miner. this is one of the first time, if not the first time I've seen this deck. So then he goes for an ability. My wizard, what's it called, doesn't get pulled, so I have to go for the knight. That was bad on my part, but it shouldn't really hurt that much because he has to defend the wizard. And only one goblin gets to the tower. And is he going to defend the knight? I don't know. He goes for the evil skellies. The knight gets 2 hits on the tower, I believe. Yes. And then we go for a boulder for the princess because we have our tornado, so we can just boulder tornado everything. So then I have to build up a push with this boulder. Do I want to go for the eye drag here? No. Let's go for it here, actually, because we can kite the mighty miner and then the eye drag can get distracted to it. So he's going to go goblin game. Let's go for a wizard to kill everything. Let's go knight up high 2. Let's go for the evil drill. I think after the evil drill got nerfed, lumberjack counters it, and we avoid all goblin hits. Let's see. Okay. It pops up a lot, but lumberjack doesn't counter it. So I go for a bullet below the bridge because he's seeming to be desperate for a lot of these plays. My wizard is on tower. Let's see. NATO's gonna kill the princess. Freeze, and that's good game. Wow, we actually just beats this guy. And I was thinking it's hard counter in the beginning, but then he pulled out a bunch of bait cards, so this matchup is going to be way easier for us. Well, it was way easier for us. So that's going to put us at top 5,000 in the world. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. So yeah, peace out.